Broadcasting to the world from New York City, this is Elite Web Radio.
This is another DJ Impulse exclusive.
Well, I see what's going on here. Is the whole studio full of cameraman. I don't know, it's paparazzi thing or what? As a man has beat up paparazzi, you know, me and them type, me running from no paparazzi. Let me get it straight.
Alright. Once again, yours for the DJ Impulse on the pass through. This is Elite Web Radio. Rock, I guess we're gonna take it from the top, man. You know, since this is the first time you've been on Elite Web Radio, just let the people know a little bit about yourself, you know, how you got started in the business.
Well, I get started through my mother, because my mother was a big entertainer too. Traveled the world, you know. So I grew up in it. I grew up in the studio. I grew up learning how to play different instruments. Because a lot of people don't realize that 99% of the songs that I do, I also do the music for them.
Definitely. I was gonna ask you about
beats.
that too.
I do a lot. I've been doing music from a little child. But I came from singing R&B.
Okay.
I used to sing a lot of R&B since I came to America as a little boy. I used to do live at the Apollo. I do the Reggae Sunsplash tour. I do a lot of stuff. But not a lot of people didn't know I was from Trini. Because when I twist out my tongue, they thought I was from Yard. But now everybody knows Trini. Born and bred, Sawa Mede. Boom!
So you hit that Apollo stage, huh? How long ago was that?
Oh boy. I hit the first time I sang at the Apollo was in 1991. Wow. I was a little boy. You understand? Then I did Radio City Music Hall. I did Carnegie Hall. I did Lincoln Center. You know, I've sung all over. I've traveled all over.
Speaking of traveling, I just heard you came out from a very beautiful place, man. Turks and Caicos. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Oh boy. Beautiful beaches like you won't believe. I'll tell any of you guys, if you have a chance, take your girl down there. If you never score, if she ain't wanna give it up, trust me. When you go down to Turks and Caicos, she won't give it up. Just tell them Ragga say so.
Tell them Ragga say so. When would you say was your first big major break in the business?
Was in like 2002. I had a song called Girl You Know that was really big in Trinidad. And then I came back the following year, and that's when I wrote Right Up in There. And in fact, I was supposed to go to Miami that year to sing, and I decided not to go because I was recording in the studio. And then I got calls from people in Miami telling me, listen, I can't get away from your song. Anywhere I turn, it's right up in there. I mean, I love these right up in there, and the bar's right up in there. But let me get it straight. When I say I'm going right up in there, I talk about a party.
Oh, okay.
People switch up my thing and say about I talk about going up, you know. If you want to say a thing, say a thing. Leave me out of that. Alright?
That song is big, my brother.
Yeah, that song can't die, right? To this day, people still quote. In fact, I got an email. I got an email from Slovakia.
Wow.
A guy asked me he want a plate of Miss Lady and Right Up in There. So I had to hit him back. I said, are you sure you have the right guy? Because all the way in the back. The man said, yeah, I know. It's Ragga. The guy was saying Right Up in There. I was like, yeah. I said, okay. I wouldn't think nobody listens soca down there.
Well, I'm sure it feels good to know that your music reached so far and wide, man.
Yeah, because that's what I try to do, you know. But as I always say, I cater for the girls, you know. I'm no business about man. Because no man don't follow artists.
Definitely.
You understand? I cater for the sweet girls, them.
Well, you know what? Speaking of somebody who came into the, who started singing as an R&B singer, I'm pretty sure you can appreciate all the love that the ladies got for Ragga.
Yeah, man. Because when I sing, what people don't understand, whether it be a soca or whether it be what, I try to sing with you must feel it. Because I always say, if you're not feeling your own music, you can't expect nobody to feel it. So that's my thing, you know? For the ladies, all the time. You don't know. I travel in and out the country so much times in the past month that the hot and cold killing me. Right now you hear how deep my voice is. My voice is not that deep, but I sound like a gangster now.
We got a question for one of the listeners.
Yeah.
Trisha from Houston wants to know, when is the album coming out?
Well, tell Trisha if she goes on iTunes, because in these days nobody really goes to record stores on the regular to buy records anymore.
Right.
So if you go on iTunes and you put in my name, you should be able to get most of my music. You can pull it up right there, just download it, buy it from there. Because everybody is going digital now. So you got to change with the time. So if you don't have an iPod, Tell your sweet man to get one for you, alright?
Oh God.
Tell him Ragga say so.
Tell him Ragga say so. So like you mentioned earlier, you know, I know you're very hands-on with all the music that you do in terms of production-wise, making the beats and stuff like that.
Yes.
What's your creative process like when it comes to going into the studios and coming up with a concept for making a song?
Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. The last song that I actually sat down and wrote was Miss Lady.
Wow.
The rest of songs, what I do is when I build a beat, once I'm listening to the beat, whatever it tells me, I just sing. The Carnival again, I didn't write nothing for that. I just stood in front of the mic and I sang. The I Need You, same thing. They Give It To Me Girl, same thing. I Take It or Leave It, same thing. I move by the vibes of the music. And once I get the vibes, after writing songs for so many years,
right,
you learn how to rhyme, you learn how to... So the song could actually flow off the top of your head, you know? And that's what I try to do. And once I put a nice picture of a girl...
Inspiration, huh?
So I can look to the left or look to the right.
Inspiration.
All the words there already.
Oh, man.
It's all about the girls, as I tell you. I'm what they call a groove master, okay? I like to sing, get people in the mood, you know, this kind of way, where you could relax with your girl, you feel to take a little grind, whatever. You understand? Because I believe when you sing that groovy, nice music, it lasts longer. People feel it more.
Right, right.
No, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the jump up music, but it's just not me. I'm a singer. You understand? I'm not a DJ. So I try to sing, cater for the crowd. The DJ could play the fast music for you to jump up.
Right.
I like the groovy thing to make you hold your girl.
Speaking of the ladies, I know you just released a song last year on the Miss Independent Rhythm, and I heard you just reworked it. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
What happened is, the song got so much hits on YouTube.
Right.
And people were like, wow.
Well, first of all, let them know the name of the song. And
the name of the song is called I Need You.
Right.
And what happened is people got so much hits. It got so much hits on the song, and somebody took the song and they spliced Neo song into it.
Right.
And people were like, whoa, this song is just as bad. So I read someone YouTube that people were saying it would be good if he had his own beat for it. So I went back into the studio, I sat down and we built that beat. So now it has its own original beat, and it's going to be on iTunes before the end of the month, selling and everything. Everybody just go on, man, and, you know, show your love.
I just want to, ask you about your trademark, about the bandana.
Well, the reason for that is, they say I sing reggae and soca just as good, right? And what they call reggae and soca mix up, they call it Ragga.
Right.
That's how I got the name Ragga. And from ever since, I always tell people, do not get tired of the pretty voice, because I will mess you up. You understand? And since back in the day, I always used to have a rag on my head. So my boy them say, well, it just suit, because Ragga, soca, reggae, you name Ragga, so, and everything just came together. So what you saying, Pots? You gonna sing or what? Baby, don't you walk out that door, 'cause I love you. You're the only one I want for sure, baby. So girl, I think about you night and day, 'cause I love you. Listen what I have to say. I'm so sorry, girl, I treated you wrong. Respect you, big girl, 'cause I treated you wrong. Only once in your life, girl, you meet someone, baby, someone that makes you feel like you belong. Yeah, I love you, want you, feel you, need you in my life. I'll do anything you want to, won't think twice. Tell me what you need from me and I will do anything you ask of me, 'cause I love you. Wanna put your back on the wall. Yeah, tell me not stop, none at all. Read it, man. So you know what? People always hear me sing. So now I'm gonna DJ a little bit. Ribbon, here we go. Sing a little sweet, sing a little tight underneath, yeah. When I feel that cut, you know you look sweet, sweet. Sing a little tight underneath, yeah. When I feel that cut, you know you look sweet, yeah. Put the leg up on my shoulder. Say why not? Second and the big center, yeah. Put the leg up on my shoulder. Say why not? Second and the big center. Chucky in the middle, got the sweet bout, yeah. Sing a little swing, sing a little tight underneath, yeah. When I feel that cut, you know you look sweet, yeah. When I feel that cut, you know. She called me every time the phone said, Ragga, come on. The father is a farmer and he woke up on the farm. Say, what am I have to say? you a question. She want me to be say a lover man. Kiss up my neck, kiss up my other arm. The next thing me know the girl we going right up in there. We going right up in there. Chorus is yours.
I don't sing.
Going right up in there. We going right up in there.
Going right up in there. Yeah, let me tell you this.
I met this lady in a party. She looking irate, like tiny, tiny. I jacked me body right up on me. Then she asked me, chipping down the road, coming down the road. Everybody chipping down the road, coming down the road, chipping down the road, coming down the road. Everybody chipping down the road, coming down the road. I see chipping down, chipping down, chipping down. Good God, chipping down, chipping down, chipping down. Yeah, man.